Hi, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Ms. Horatio.
How are y'all?
Good, I'm good. How about you?
Great.
Hey, this is Shakise. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Perfect.
Okay, I have 3:30, so we can call the November 17th Rules and Appointment Committee meeting to order, please. And Miss Only, the first item here will be call to order. The roll call, please.
Malinowski,
Here.
Kennedy, Newton.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, next, approval of the minutes from November 10th. I'll entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
And I will second it. I think we can kind of go like last time, Miss Only, if that was fine with you. I'll just say all in favor. There's only two of us.
Hello,
Aye.
Counselor.
Okay, and I also vote an aye. Okay, adoption of the agenda. Is there a motion?
Move to approve.
I'll second it. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Next, we have the interviews and appointments. And we have the Airport Commission. My question, Ms. Only, the airport, while we've got two vacancies, is this one for the neighborhood and one for regular, or both for regular?
One is for the neighborhood and one is an at-large seat.
Okay, and who qualifies for the neighborhood?
Mr. Parrish will qualify for the neighborhood position.
Okay, and I thought that's what you told me previously, but I don't believe he can qualify for the neighborhood. He's got he had a home address of Bookman Mill Road out in Irmo, I thought. Or was that a business one? Yeah, home address, Bookman Mill Road, Irmo. That's certainly not near the airport. So I don't know if he's moved or he's been serving in that position wrongly or what.
I will look into that for you.
Okay. Other than that, we've got to see Mr. O'Keefe is here, and Mr. Tollison. And those two. And who do you have scheduled first, Ms. Only?
Mr. Tollison is first.
Okay, Mr. Tollison's first. We'll go to a breakout room if you'll advise Mr. Tollison how to get there, please.
Mr. Tollison, you will get a prompt in just a few minutes. If you will just click on that, it will bring you into the breakout room where they can conduct the interview.
Okay. Standing by.
Miss Only. Or Mr. Chair.
Yes.
It appears that Miss Kennedy may have joined us, so I just wanted to make sure we recognized her.
I see her. Thank you. Ms. Kennedy,
Yes.
we're going to be going to a breakout room now to begin interviews. Mr. Tollison and Mr. O'Keefe are present, but we're waiting for Michelle Only to put that little box up there for us to click on.
All right. Thank you.
Sure. There it is.
Hello, Mr. Parrish.
Hello.
This is Brad.
Hey, John
I'll say
Parrish. Hello there.
Mr. Parrish. So, Mr. Parrish, what's going to happen is they're going to bring you into a breakout room and conduct your interview. You'll see a link on it in your screen in maybe about 20 minutes or so.
Okay, yeah, I know I'm a little bit early, but I wasn't sure if y'all might have a cancellation or somebody before me, so I just jumped on early.
No problem. We don't mind. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Mr. Farr, did you have a question?
Oh, no, this is Brad. I'm sorry. I thought you were calling for me.
Oh, no. Sorry.
That's okay. I'll just be on mute. Thanks.
Okay.
Richland County Clerk to Council Office, Tamar speaking. How may I help you?
Mr. McLaurin? Mr. McLaurin? Mr. McLaurin, can you hear me?
Okay.
You should be on mute.
Okay.
You're on mute.
Okay, I am on mute now.
Okay, Mr. McLaren, I can see that you're unmuted, so when this interview is over, they're going to bring you into a breakout room.
Thank you very much.
All right, so you'll either see something on your screen or hear a prompt on your phone, and then join it. And I think it might be best to just stay unmuted, but anything that you say, we can probably hear in the meeting right now, just so
Thank
you're
you.
aware.
All right. Thank you. Hold on.
Can I borrow this?
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, we're back. And now we have numerous participants waiting for us. Okay. Ms. Only, do you know, did Miss Kennedy have to leave? She left prior to that last interview.
She didn't let me know.
Okay, well, she's gone. Well, the order of business that we have to take care of here now after the interviews will be to choose 2 of the 4 individuals to appoint. I don't care if we want to, if somebody wants to make a motion that somebody's you or myself, Ms. Newton, with 2 people, or you want to do them one at a time, that's fine.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would just like to ask a clarifying question. In terms of one of the applicants that we interviewed, of course, had applied for multiple boards.
Yes.
And so I just want to confirm that we are in fact appointing for all those boards right now. So there is indeed a vacancy on the COG board, the LRADAC board, and the hospital board, in addition to the airport.
Ms. Only, can you answer that, please?
Just one second, let me look here.
I think we're interviewing for LRADAC and hospital over the next 2 meetings. I do not know about COG.
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm because he had indicated his interest in multiple boards and I think could be an asset, and I would hate to want to put him on one of those that doesn't have a vacancy.
Right. Let me check on the COG. Hang on one second.
And Mr. Chair, if it's appropriate, I would be interested in hearing from Councilwoman Terratio, our airport liaison, just in terms of if there's anything else that's happening at the airport that we need to know about or particular qualities that they're looking for before we make our appointment.
That's fine. While we're waiting for Ms. Only to get your other answer, Ms. Terratio, can you respond to that, please?
Sure. I'll just start out by saying we've, had a few pretty important issues before us in the past month or so. I will say that Mr. Parrish has been pretty instrumental in making sure that those items go the way that benefit the airport the most. And he's been just an exemplary commissioner. So just in terms of, and then in terms of moving forward with kind of wrapping up that stormwater fee issue, as well as looking to the expansion of the runway, which is another big item that's coming up before the airport. We are always looking for people who have really good experience with aviation, and particularly these small kinds of airports. So, I would, I think everybody on the Airport Commission would very much appreciate Mr. Parrish being reappointed. And then in terms of another appointee, I think we've got 3 really good candidates. But for me, I think that the person who has the most kind of direct aviation experience would be the best, because they do sometimes get into technical discussions at that table.
And I think we had a couple with some aviation experience, but the experience was in different areas. Mr. O'Keefe has the actual flying experience, and Mr. McLaurin has the on-hands airfield management experience. Mm-hmm. So which of those 2, Ms. Terratio, do you think is the more desirous to have?
Well, we've got plenty of pilots on the Airport Commission. It may be useful to have some diversity of experience in terms of, airport kind of. I'm losing my words now. In terms of the
Management.
management experience. Thank you. Gosh, it's still light outside. I don't know how this next meeting's going to go if I'm already losing words.
Okay, not a problem. Okay, Ms. Newton, does that kind of gives me some additional info that I was hoping for. Thank you, Mr. Ratio.
You're welcome.
It does. And thank you. And while I'm still processing this in my mind, just to keep things moving, I move that we reappoint John Parrish.
Okay, I'll second that, and then I have a question. I don't notice that we have Mr. Eversman present, who is the person that, I guess he's still running things out there. Is that correct?
Yes, he is still managing the airport. He has recently had a loss in his family, so I'm not sure if he's, I know he was at the Airport Commission meeting yesterday, but not sure how much he's, coming to our meetings.
Okay. All right. Well, we have a motion and a second to reappoint Mr. John Parrish. Is there any discussion on that at this point? I would just like to add that I think what Mr. Parrish has done for the airport is quite an accomplishment and has been working very well on behalf of Richland County down there, as he so well put it during his interview. So if there's no additional discussion, Ms. Only, if you would take the vote for reappointing Mr. John Parrish.
Malinowski,
Yes.
Newton,
Yes.
motion passes.
Okay.
Turn to the question is, there are vacancies on all of the boards that Mr. Tollison has applied for.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Is there another motion, Ms. Newton, or for the second choice? You don't have.
I think we have we have a lot of great choices. So I'm happy to entertain any motion that you would like to make, Mr. Malinowski.
Well, based on what we just heard from our contact down there at the airport, our liaison from Mr. Ratio, and that we do have plenty of pilots, and it would not hurt to get somebody with the hands-on experience from the management standpoint. And the gentleman during his interview said that he saw what's going on down there and feels he can help us. I would make a motion to appoint Mr. Prentice McLaurin. Okay. A motion and a second. If there's no further discussion, then I would ask Ms. Only to call the roll, please.
Malinowski,
Yes.
Newton,
Yes.
motion passes.
Okay. So we'll report to the full council that Mr. McLaurin and Mr. Parrish are the recommendations of the committee for the Airport Commission. All right. Now we have other items for action in 8 minutes or less. We're still conducting the rules. We're trying to get through the rules, and you can see items 5, that's 5A, and then we've got B, C, D for action, and then 6A through E for discussion. And after taking a quick look at some of these items for discussion, I believe we can handle those at the same time that we move forward with a rules change. We're going to have to ask, I'm going to ask Mr. Farah, I see he's with us. Is it proper to incorporate some of the motions that have been made under items 6A through E in the rules change when we get to that point? and to make a recommendation that they be placed in there? Or do we have to actually act on each one individually since it was a council person's motion?
No, I think, yeah, this is Brad. I do think since it's on the agenda, it's fair to move them to the portion, I'm assuming it's item 5A for the rules incorporation. Now, when you report this out for the full committee, you would probably want to break it back out to give an update, because I do see individual council members' names associated with the motion, so they may want a kind of an update on where those are. But as far as moving them within your own agenda for this purpose, that's fine.
Okay, so once we,
Mr. Chair,
yes, go ahead, Ms. Newton. Thanks,
I apologize. A question, looking at the items for discussion, specifically item 6B, perhaps I'm missing how that would fit into our regular rules conversation as opposed to being separate, since it.
That one would not. That one I would say we have to actually act on as an ordinance change. But 6A, and let's see, what else did we have? 6C, D, and E, I think all could fit in there, don't you? Although 6E.
Yes, that's what I was going to raise.
Yeah. That one. Why is that one even here? I know it's because the chair sent it here, but it seems that the question needs to be directed to the ad hoc committee. Because they're the ones that handle this, and that is an ad hoc committee. It's not a standing committee. So should we send that one to ad hoc, do you think?
Perhaps. To me, the question at heart in this item is what the charter of the committee is. So whether that's something that the committee would need to vote on and send to council would be the question about whether or not we want to send it back to the ad hoc. I don't think, we've not incorporated in our rules other descriptions of ad hoc committees, have we?
No, we just have the standing committees and the council. That is it. And I believe it states in there that other committees, ad hoc committees, can be created by the chair as needed and for as long as needed. So, I mean,
I guess.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was going to make a point about a different item. So.
Okay, I was just saying, I don't know when Councilman Manning, his request is that the name of the committee be changed to better reflect what would fall under the purview of its function, responsibility, and or purpose. Well, it'd be nice if he gave somebody a suggestion as what he thinks the name of the committee should be then, or where that should go. I think we need to ask Mr. Manning for additional info. At least that's my thought.
I agree with that. Okay,
go ahead. A question on another one? Because I think we just need to sort these out this evening. We're not going to have time to go into the rules. And my notes were for your information. So when we get to the next one, hopefully we'll have time. That we're starting with with 2.4. 2.4 is where we're going to start when we get back to the rules discussion. Go ahead then, Ms. Newton.
I guess my only other question was item 6C regarding requiring our staff to be on a live camera with Zoom. I don't know how long Zoom will be with us. I don't know if that's something that we need to actually enshrine in our rules or just provide guidance on. And whenever we do address this, I think we would be remiss if we didn't address expectations for council members as well. I'm just not sure if that needs to be pulled for our rules discussion or can be addressed separately.
I see exactly what you're saying. And me, I'd like to know the purpose of it. We have all these names up here and these individuals speak. Some of them we have a picture of, some of them we just have a name. And I don't know if there's any real purpose to having the live Zoom feed. Mr. Farrell, you got any input on that one?
Yeah, I would just say, yeah, I do think you go back and get the purpose, but I would do two caveats on that to give yourself flexibility in the rules. The first would be, one, if technology permits, because a lot of these announcements, like for example on this one, I use the dial-in method, which is you dial some number and then type in your code rather than the Zoom. And the reason for that is I had to free up my cell phone for another purpose. So, you know, I'm not able to, in this method, even use that. So one, if technology permits. The other one is this is a safety issue because, and I'll just be perfectly honest with you, I have attended some of these meetings while I've been flying up and down the road, including I-95 last week doing some military stuff. And I don't really want to look into a camera while I'm driving down I-95. So, I mean, it may be a safety issue. So I just think this needs to be a kind of a reasonable understanding that, you know, look, if it's safe to do it and if technology permits, then that's aspirational that you would have somebody in the, you know, because you may want to see the person and get the body language, but, you know, it's not a one size fits all. That would be my comment.
Okay, I appreciate that. And I think we'll go back and ask Mr. Manning the purpose for his motion here.
So that would be the purpose for both his motions, both 6C and 6E.
Yes. I'll get with him prior to our next meeting and give that answer to Ms. Only. I see it's 5 o'clock, so I guess, well, that's right, economic development was canceled. So we don't have to worry about getting off exactly at 5. But in fairness to those who were planning on a meeting ending at 5 and having a little time before the 6 o'clock meeting, I'm all in favor of having a
Mr.
motion.
Chair,
Yes.
I move to adjourn.
There you go. That's what I was hinting at. I'll second that. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for attending. Staff members, Administrator Brown, Attorney.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you very much.